Hi everybody, welcome back to Charlotte Family Firewood. So I've got all the saws out here. You guys saw in the last video that we split up a big pile of our rounds. Most of what we have left in the pile is box elder. I'd like to have a I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. I'd like to have an assortment to mix that with, and so we need to do some more cutting up of some rounds and bucking over some rounds. So we've got a bunch of walnut right here by me. We have a whole bunch of maple just off to the left of the camera. And there's some few bigger pieces of maple over there. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to run the Neotech, the NH872. It's a 372 Husqvarna clone. I got a 24-inch bar on it. You know, it's an all right saw. It's not a Husqvarna, not by any means, but it cuts good. Really, the only complaint I have with it is if you run it out of fuel, it takes a while to work the air bubbles out of the fuel line. So you'll catch it. It'll run real good for a bit, and then it'll drop out trying to pick up fuel. And you know, once you work through that, if you keep it full, it works pretty good. But if you don't, you know, it's a fine line because it takes you a while to work through that, and then it uses fuel pretty fast. So I don't tend to stop early to fuel it up, and then I run out of fuel and get those air bubbles again. So that's probably the number one complaint I have for it. Other than that, it's actually been pretty decent saw for me. I've had it over a year now. It's not my go-to number one saw, but you know, for this bigger stuff, I really don't have any complaints for the price. So I would like to get, my goal was to get a 562 Husqvarna. Now that I've seen that the 564 XP fuel injected is coming out, I guess my hope or my plan is to wait for that. So hopefully someday we'll have a 564 XP. But every saw I have here is a bargain buy. My Husqvarna 445 X-Torque was a garage sale find. That was $50. Neotech was off of Amazon. That was full price, but that was still only $400 for a 70cc saw. My little Dolmar, that I absolutely love, that little Dolmar saw. I think as far as power to bar ratio, I think the Dolmar is the best saw power-wise, power comparison. I don't know what you want to call it, power ratio. I think that Dolmar is the best one I have. Man, that you get a sharp chain on that Dolmar, it doesn't dog out in a cut at all. That's the only problem with the Dolmar is it's too small. I mean, otherwise, I got zero complaints on that. That's a PS 401. So if you had a chance to get one of those, I would highly recommend it. I think it may have cost me 15 or 20 bucks at an auction. Then I have the Steel 260. It's MS 260. It's pro saw, but it's fairly old. That one runs really good, except for I think the diaphragm in the carburetor needs to be replaced. Once it gets warm, it'll run really good through the cut. It will idle just fine, but as soon as you go to squeeze the trigger again, it wants to cut out. If you squeeze it nice and slow, you can run through it, but if you hammer on the throttle, it will die, and then you have to just pull start it once and it fires right back up. But that saw needs some attention. but I use it the way it is for now. So, but let me get this, let me get the chaps on. Let me get this saw fueled up, and we're going to run this Neotech NH872. Again, we have our gramp stick. That's how we measure our firewood rounds. I have the magnet on the end, so that'll go on the bar. And then in this cabinet, I have my bar oil. And currently I have the Tractor Supply bar oil. I bought a Healthy Supply the last time it was on sale at Tractor Supply. So I have, oh, I think I got 2 more gallons of that in the shed in the shop. So then it looks like I left my fuel somewhere else. So I'm gonna have to run up and get the fuel. All right, so all safety geared up. I got my glasses on. I got my headphones on for ear protection. I'm listening to the Brewer game. They're winning right now. I got my chaps on. We're gonna cut probably till dark here. So letting this warm up for a little bit. So I use my gramp stick. And we'll mark this log up. Got this first log marked up. Unfortunately, this log is right on the ground. Luckily, I did not run the saw out of gas last time, so we're not getting the air bubbles. Alright guys, so that Neotech doesn't last very long on tank of fuel, so we're gonna run this Husqvarna. It's almost dark, so we might not get it's gonna be the Husqvarna 445. Yeah, I think we're going to call it a night here. I can't see anymore, and it's not really good to cut when you can't see. So I do the best I can. I make time when I can. You know, if we pushed all these rounds together, we probably have another trailer load or close to it. But I want to get some of that walnut cut up to add into this pile, and then we'll push it all up with a skid loader. So either tomorrow morning or maybe tomorrow right after work, I can cut again for a little bit. That might be the end of it for this week after that, because we got Brody's birthday party on Saturday. So we got to do some prep work for that. And then Father's Day is on Sunday. I don't know that I'm going to do any wood or whatever on Father's Day. I know I won't do any on Brody's birthday. Well, technically, Brody's birthday is actually tomorrow. So yeah, I probably won't do any tomorrow night. Thursday night, maybe we can do some, depending on the weather. We may have to mow lawn, so I might not get any more time this week. So that might be all there is to it. That's how it works around here. You know, I literally make time when I can. So, you know, 2 tanks of gas through these saws at night sometimes is the best I can do. I'm not gonna apologize for that. You know, my family comes first. I know on Sunday, Father's Day, I am on call for the fire department. I have to respond if we get a call. So, you know, I'm busy. I'm not complaining by any means, but I'm busy, and we just might not get any more than this week. So if that's it, I truly appreciate you watching. I truly do. This is fun. I like showing what I do. I like showing how I do it. You know, we all do the best we can, and that's what I'm trying to do here tonight. So thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.